Failing to realize this is exactly what holds most of us back for our entire life. You see, what I'm about to talk about today is something that when I realized what was going on in my life, it allowed me to see things more subjectively. It allowed me to realize what was actually going on and what I was allowing to be my life. What I was allowing to be a continuous part of my life, a continuous idea that was going on and on and on. Something that was manifesting situations that I did not want. Something that was continuing to create realities that were not purposeful, that were not really me. They were lower self destinies, lower self manifestations and realities. You see, what I'm about to talk about here today is what holds most people back, right? Is what holds most people back from actually realizing who they are, right? Because of their emotional standpoint, where it is in regards to this idea. What I'm talking about is realizing how you progress, right? What you choose to be progressing in. What do you choose to be progressing in? If you don't ask yourself this question, well, many things can happen that you might not want to happen, right? Because in any level of life, what we are focusing on, first of all, expands. But what we are focusing on to progress in is a massive indicator of where our priorities lie. Where our priorities lie is where our progress is. Because we're always making progress in some way, positive or negative, right? If we're becoming a star athlete, we are progressing our skills, we're progressing our athleticism, we're progressing our power, strength, all that good stuff, right? If we are continuing down the path of being an alcoholic or a junkie, well, we're progressing our behaviors in that pattern. We're progressing in our tolerance for whatever substance. We're progressing down the road of destruction that will lay waste to, or that lays waste to your life. How it lays waste to your life. So you know what I'm trying to say. So if we don't realize that we are progressing in whatever way, whatever we're focusing on is expanding and we're progressing in, well, you can just imagine how you could just end up where you don't want to be, through and through. Because really consider it for a second. What all are you progressing right now? What do you feel the most passion in when it comes to progress? Hopefully it's something that you actually want to be a reality of your life, right? Hopefully it's something with your family, if you have your own family. Hopefully it's something with your career. Hopefully it's something with your physical life or your spiritual life, or something that actually is grounded on some sort of basis of reality, of real life. You see, in my path, I know there was many different times. I felt progress in my alcohol tolerance. I felt progress in being able to consume certain substances that I shouldn't have been consuming. You see, I felt progress playing video games. You see, if I was to go back in those early areas of my life and take the time and give myself the space to really analyze what my priorities were, if I had this understanding, I would have easily saw that my priorities were video games and whatever other pleasurable thing I was doing at that time, rather than something that was actually based in a reality that I wanted to create for my life. I would have been able to take a step back and say, you know what? Why am I playing video games every day? Why do I care so much about progressing this character in this game? I'm the character. I'm the character that can. My life is actually real. This video game is a video game. Now, have your fun, do whatever. But for where I want to go in life, I don't have time for that crap. I don't. I spent so many years of my life progressing characters that are on a fucking hard drive somewhere, or on a cloud, or whatever, that aren't real. It's just something in a video game. And I wish I would have realized this earlier. But you know what? Now it's a part of my story. Right? But in reflection of what we're talking about, this could have been, again, many other areas of my life as well, where if I were to take a step back and say, all right, part of me wants this different reality. Part of me wants to have this greater life. But what do my priorities say? What does my progress say? What does my sense of progress say? Well, it says right now that I like playing video games, I like drinking alcohol, I like having sex, and I like screwing off. You know, it's like, come on, man. Make progress in something that's actually going to build your life. Use your life to build empires. Build empires within your life. You can't build an empire on playing video games or having sex or, you know, drinking alcohol. You're actually just like digging a hole for yourself to lay in. Right? In terms of spiritual development, in terms of self-expression, in terms of expressing your true potential in the world and being a positive influence on the world. There's empires you can build, there's graves you can dig. And it's your choice to figure out what you're going to do. It's your choice to figure out what you're going to focus on and choose to make progress in. Because here's the reality. You're going to progress either way. You're going to wake up one day at 60 and your life's going to be compiled of everything that you chose to progress in. The question is what are you going to have faith in? What are you going to believe that you can make progress in? What are you going to do differently to wake up that day and realize how or see once again, because you're conscious of it the whole time, how much beauty you have created, how much of your true potential you've expressed on the world. How many people have you helped? How many people know your love? How many people met you and left feeling better rather than worse? For the right reasons, that is. Choose to understand what it is that you are consciously progressing in. And understand that that's what your life is going to be compiled of over time, is what you make progress in, what you continue to persist in. Don't run from the pain. Go into it. Analyze it. See what it is. Understand if it's right for you or not, based on your true self, your higher self. Eliminate the limiting beliefs. Eliminate all that is holding you back from being what you want to be. Because this world is just a complete reflection of what's on the inside. So if you're constantly focusing on things that really are irrelevant to any life that you truly want to live, for the sake of having fun or pleasure, you're wasting time, man. Love yourself, love your life, do what's best for you, yourself, the world, the family, everything that's important. Express that potential, man. Focus on what's important and make progress where you want to. Have a great day, guys. Have a great weekend. Let's go.